Here's something that most people probably would never even consider fixing: a telephone. No, I'm not talking a cordless phone. I'm talking a regular standard corded phone that you can buy for like $5. But every so often you get someone who just loves their old phone. They love the sound of it. They love the build of it. It was a fairly high-end brand at the time, so let's give this one a go. Well, now I've seen everything. Yes, this is an old Northern Telecom conventional landline phone that belongs to one of my wife's relatives and wants me to check it out and see why they can't hear anything on it. Now, normally I would just laugh and say, toss this in the garbage, but this is an NT. Not an antique, but an NT, a Northern Telecom. And these were pretty good phones. And there's no sound. And that's the complaint. So let's see why there's no sound. Let's take this thing apart and see why it's not working. Good chance it's probably the earpiece, but let's take the phone apart itself and just see if there's any connections that are broken that go to the earpiece down here. Oops, 2 more screws. Yes, believe it or not, people actually still have landline phones. I know not too many people have landline phones, but they're still out there. I still have a landline phone myself. And I do still use it. Okay, so doesn't look like there's any connections here that could be bad. I'll plug the earpiece in. We'll take and the phone, of course, and we'll take apart the it doesn't sound good. That right there doesn't sound good. Anyway, let's take the handset apart. I'll just unplug this so it doesn't busy out my phone line. More than likely the earpiece. We can check this and see if the coil is open. Just unplug the speaker. We'll just fire up the meter and we'll test for any opens on here. It's very likely the earpiece is bad, and whether I'll be able to replace that or not, I don't know. So we're in ohms reading now. We'll just check the speaker, see whether the speaker's got any. Speaker appears to be open. Well, that would explain why there's no sound. Let's see if I can pry this open, see if I can find out where it's broken. Because it might be just where the voice coil attaches to the terminals here. So let's see if I can pry this open since it's shot already. If not, I might be digging into some of my old phones and see if I've got one that's the same size, which I might have, because I do have a couple of old corded phones kicking around here that might have an earpiece that will work. We'll just see if I can get into this thing first. Okay, we are in like Flynn. So the fine wires are going to attach right over here, and I'm thinking that possibly that is where they are damaged, is right over here. So let me get a good close-up look at this. We'll see if we can get the camera in close. See, I'm thinking possibly one of these fine wires is broken right where it solders on. Because if it's inside the diaphragm itself, there's no chance of fixing it. But if it's right here on the edge, then I might be able to reconnect it. And usually it does break right here. Someone drops the phone or something and the wires flex. Usually it's right there where it breaks. Look real close. Where am I here? If you look real close, you will see that this wire here is broken. See? So if I can heat that wire up and get that wire tacked back down to here, this phone should once again work. So let's heat up the iron and see if I can do that. Yeah, you can see it right there. See the gap? Right there. That's the problem. I don't know if I got it or not. I guess we'll find out pretty quick. The meter shows that I've got continuity, which it does, 123 ohms. That should make this thing buzz. Let me see if it works. I'm sure you can hear the dial tone because this phone is now fixed. Now I can put it back together and make my wife's aunt very happy. Oh, the operator's gonna get mad at me in a second here because my phone's not hung up. It's gonna start beep, 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 beep in a second. I can hear her speaking to me now in a cross voice. Everybody's favorite sound, right? Well, as soon as I get this back together, that will go away. Oh. There we go. Good as new. Thanks for watching.